So the question I was asked was, why do people think I'm mean when I'm actually nice? It's funny that you say that because I've been told the same thing. And come to think about it, it has to do with two good reasons. It's your approach and your attitude. It all depends on how you talk to people and whether or not you're on their side or you're against them. And what I mean by that is, let's say you was having a conversation with one of your friends, and they said, "You trying to go grab some ice cream, but it's raining outside." So your response is, "Well, why you want to get ice cream when it's raining? That don't make no sense." So then their response is gonna be like, "Well, what's an issue with it raining? Why can't I still get ice cream?" So my point in there is that the conversation has already become hostile, all because you didn't want to get some ice cream. So you come off mean. Your approach is very important. You don't want to be too intimidating because intimidating everybody you talk to is only going to push them away. You scare them away in a way, and they're not going to want to talk to you. Um, Personally, I've never been able to put, as genuinely as I may say it, I can never put anything in a nice way. It won't come off nice. So you got to add some sense of humor to it. Smile a little more, or throw a joke, or give them a compliment. Because if I tell you good morning, that don't really sound nice to me. That sounds more like I have an attitude. So again, attitude goes a long way. You know, attitude determines whether or not somebody will like you, whether or not somebody can talk to you, whether or not you are mean or you're not, whether or not I want to be around you. These things are important to people, and if you're too busy always being defensive about what the other person is saying instead of going with the flow, they're always going to think you're mean. Always. It doesn't matter how you say it or what you say. Because in their eyes is, well, I say one thing and you want to get all defensive about it. So they question whether or not they should even talk to you from the get-go. So am I mean? No, I'm not mean. I just have to figure out a way to not do mean things or come off mean. I'm not mean, but I come off mean. I intimidate people. My voice is too strong, or my response may be too strong. So that makes people question, like, yo, you gotta chill. It's not all that serious, you know. And we tend to take everything too serious. At least for me personally, at least that's what it was. That's what it used to be. My brother or a few other friends that I used to have, they used to say, um, "You're so mean," or "You're so serious." And the first thing that you have to do is recognize that these things are true. The more you fight against it, the bigger the wave. At least when I was in college, they used to tell me that. I mean, I was going through something, but then again, you should never deflect off of that upon others because they have nothing to do with that. um, an attitude is character. If you sit there and you just kind of think you got something to prove, people tend to go against you more often than what you believe. Because why should you even have anything to prove? You should only need to prove something to yourself, not to others. So I wouldn't say you're mean. I would say more like you come off mean. You just have to find a sense of humor. You have to smile more. Or like I said, throw a joke in there or a compliment. Or go with the flow. Whether or not you disagree with somebody, sometimes you have to just agree. And just be like, okay, that's what you want to do? All right, I'm down. Let's do it. And people like you more. It's just the truth. That's just what it is. So, I'm out.